drip. She in my wrist. That's a freezer. Give me assist. Give me teamwork. Keep it consistent. Go the distance. There you go. No, don't go think I don't wanna know. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, I swear to God, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it. No, she cannot listen me. Mark your spot, that boy. Now I'm hard to reach. I'm about my cheese. I'm moving around with two phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on. And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking and we get it started, pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move on. And they know they ain't seeing us. You pull all of your pen in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids know you pulling up, and now you laid out, they don't get enough. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit. I try that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they my young city, yo. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You wanna feed now.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll get to see Derek Stingley. He's one of the last.
And we are underway from Houston. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Fielded at the 33. Shreds the tackle. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here's Stroud.
Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Stroud now on 1st and 10. That is caught by Dell. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. Throwing now is Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Again, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Cousins. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Gets past one man. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Play action now. Cousins. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Ethan Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, it's blocked. The Texans have got it. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Accurately, keeping it away from danger, a really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Stiff-armed him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chase Brown from 17 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. After one, 14-6. On EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Marquise Brown from 13 yards out.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And now out come the Jets.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Cousins. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
They'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guy's trying to cover him.
There he goes, left side. A huge play there for Houston. 58 yards.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Stroud to throw it.
Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New York set to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
First down, here's Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give to Hall running right.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cousins. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hall again on 2nd down.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
He'll let this go deep for Collins.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Off the play fake, Cousins. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken at around the 40. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control, because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins, 56 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Will Anderson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll let this go deep for Collins. This is caught inside the 15. So we've come upon halftime here in. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Nico Collins. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And quickly they get to the line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from 13 yards out. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that.
Best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead is Hall. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Cousins now. That is caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Going right back to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Hall on a give up the middle. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
To throw is Cousins. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Throwing is Cousins. And that's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing now is Stroud. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Stroud to throw it. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. New York set to take the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. First down, here's Cousins. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a throw here to his running back. Ball has it knocked loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game. And ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here, watching it in front of us.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Second down, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Cousins. That'll be caught by James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Cousins. James has got it, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They go play action. Cousins. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it second down.
Really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To the air again, it's Cousins.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a give to Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And it's caught.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run with Hall.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Jets. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Stroud now on 1st and 10. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Cousins. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me.